Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Grounded by Yoga. I am Steve, and today I will teach you a complete yoga Hatha sequence to help you feeling more grounded and more in tune with your true self. We will talk a little bit about yoga philosophy as well, some basics for you to implement in your daily life. We will also have a pranayama, breathwork, and some meditation at the end of the class to leave you more in peace. If you're ready, jump on the mat and let's get started. We will begin the practice sitting on the floor in Sukhasana, cross-legged seated, or in Siddhasana, one shin in front of the other, sitting on a block if that's available for you. And once you are there, once you find your seat, rest your hands, palms facing up, Gain Mudra, index and thumb slightly touching and extending the other fingers. And once you are there, allow the eyes to close down if that's available for you today. So we will spend the next hour together moving the body, connecting with the breath, being with yourself. There is no music, just the sound of my voice to guide you today. But be aware that there might be sounds around me. Dogs barking, people talking. Try to keep your awareness inward. And connect with your breath. Feel the breath wherever you feel it, in the chest, in the belly, in the nose. And relax your belly, send the breath down. We'll start today's class with some deep belly breathing, sending the breath down, feeling the belly expanding as we inhale. And as we exhale, the belly goes back toward the spine, the belly bottom toward the spine, and the air is expulsed outside of the lungs. Today, as I said, we will have a complete practice. We'll talk a bit of some of the yamas and niyamas, the ethical guidelines of yoga. Today we will talk about ahimsa, non-violence. So those guidelines are there to support us, to guide us, to guide the way we live our day-to-day life, how we show up in the world. And those guidelines are there for us to reflect every day, to see if we are aligning with them. So these are the foundations of yoga. It is not the physical practice, even though the physical practice on the mat is very important. The base are the ethical guidelines. So today we'll have a complete practice is engaging with the 8 limbs of yoga, Ashtanga yoga. The yamas and niyamas, ethical guidelines, the asanas, pranayama, and then turning our attention inward to be able to connect with who we truly are without the mind interacting between us. Yoga means union with the divine, gods, the universe, however you want to call it. However, what resonates the best with you? And on your next exhale, release the practice of deep belly breathing. And bring your hands to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Welcome to your practice. Open up the eyes if they are closed. Interlace your fingers in front, and as your next inhale, extend your palms forward, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale. Next inhale, sweep your palms toward the ceiling, extending the arms overhead. Exhale. Inhale there. And as you exhale, release your arms, palms behind your back, interlace your fingertips, extend your knuckles backward, open up the chest. And as you exhale, release your hands on your lap. Release your blocks if you are using them. And with kindness and compassion, come to sit in the back of your mat on your heels, knees as wide as the yoga mat, fingertips in front. Inhale, lengthen the spine, looking forward. And as you exhale, walk your hands in front, forehead on the floor, Adho Mukha Virasana, down face, arrow pose. Let's take a moment to slowly come up into our practice with kindness, not rushing. If at any time during the practice you need to have a rest, this is your position that you are welcome to come back at any time. We will also add some breathing patterns into our practice today. So if counting the breath is not comfortable, if extending the inhalation or the exhalation is not comfortable for you, find something that is suitable. Simple breath awareness is totally fine. And on your next inhale, looking forward, and as you exhale, come up to a 4 kneeling position. Step your hands about 1 hand span forward, tuck the back toes under. Inhale there, and as you exhale, send your hips up and high in down dog, downward facing dog. Pressing all fingers into the mat. Keep micro-bending the elbows, strong arms. Extend and rotate the shoulders. And extending one leg at a time, stretches the back of the legs, the calf, the thighs. And after a few rounds, find stillness, reaching your heels down, Keep micro bending the knees. Looking toward the toes. Down dog. I will take 3-4 breaths here. 3-4 full breath here. And on your next inhale, point the toes, lift your right leg up. And as you exhale, shift your right knee to the chest and lower your right knee behind your right wrist. Right shin diagonal to the front edge of the mat. Slide your back leg backward and come onto your fingertips. You can also place a block underneath your sacrum, underneath your glutes. If you need a support to be extra comfortable. And here I will give you options to go straight down in pigeon pose, or bring your fingertips slightly wider than your mat, outside of your mat here. Inhale, opening up the chest, looking forward. And as you exhale, fold forward, forehead on the floor. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, fold forward. Keep going at your own pace. Last time, inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward, reach your hand firm forward, or bring your forehead on top of your hands, whatever is more comfortable for you. And let's take 4, even inhale, even exhale. Inhale for 4, exhale for 4. By bringing equal inhale and equal exhale, we are creating, balancing the nervous system, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. And on your next inhale, bring your hands underneath the shoulders, slowly pressing up. Tuck the back toes under and send your hips up and high, down dog. 3 breaths here. Be aware of any emotions, any thoughts arising in your head. And practice ahimsa, non-violence. Let them come, let them go. And on your next inhale, sweep your left leg up this time, point the toes, and exhale. Shift your left knee to the chest. Lower the left knee behind your left wrist, and slide your right leg back. Bring your fingertips outside of your mat. Inhale, looking forward. And as you exhale, fold forehead on the floor. Keep dorsiflex the left foot. Inhale. Come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Options to rest your hands underneath your forehead or extend your arms forward. Pigeon pose, Ekapada, Rajakapotasana. A great posture to open the hips, stretches the glutes, the biggest muscle in the human body. Even inhale, even exhale. 3 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, and hands underneath the shoulders, pressing up. Tuck the back toes under, and as you exhale, step back, down dog. 3 slow, full breath here. And on your next inhale, slowly step to the front of the mat, baby step. Feet between your hands, fold forward. Find your Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Take hold of your opposite elbows and start to sway side to side, balancing from one side to the other. Letting gravity creating space between each vertebra. Keep micro-bending the knees to avoid any strain on the joint. And bring your hands either on the mat or on your shin. And on your next inhale, lift up halfway, tuck the chin to the chest, flat back, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees as your next inhale. Sweep your arms in front and up. Urdhva Hastasana, rise up. And exhale, find your Tadasana, the mountain pose at the top of the mat. Palms forward. Reaching your fingertips down, lifting the arches of the feet off the mat. And if that's okay for you, allow the eyes to close down for a second and notice, feel the support of the earth. Feel grounded here, supported. This might be a good technique to implement into your life when we start to feel anxious, stressed. Bringing this awareness, feeling the contact with the earth can help us to bring some kindness to ourselves. Feeling safe, grounded. And slowly open up the eyes if they are closed. And bring your hands on your hips and step your right foot back about one leg length apart. Turn your right toes about 45 degrees out and press your right heel down. Keep squaring the hips to the front of the mat. Inhale. Open up the chest, looking forward. And as you exhale, bend the front knee, knee over ankle. Bring your hands to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Options to stay here and focusing on your breath, or flow the arms up and down with me. Counting the inhale from the count of 4, extending to the count of 6, and exhaling for the count of 4. So be ready if you are coming with me. Sweep your arms back, and as your next inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, arms overhead. Exhale, lower the arms, extend the front leg for 4. Inhale, extend your inhale for 5. Bend the front knee, arms overhead. Exhale, straight the front leg, lower the arm for 4. Inhale, reach out for 6. Exhale, extend your front leg, lower the arms, 4. Last time we hold, inhale for 6. And hold the pose, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Options to bring the palms touching over the head and to look toward the thumb. Shoulders away from your ears. 5 slow deep breaths here. Enjoy whatever is arising. Any feelings, any sensation, any thoughts. Without judgment. Engage your core to stabilize the posture and slightly lean forward to protect your lower back. 2 more breaths. And on your next inhale, bring your hands to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Bring your weight on top of your left leg and slowly shift your knee to the chest. If that's enough for you, if that's already challenging, focus on maintaining balance here. Otherwise, bring with your right hand, take hold of your right ankle, bring your right foot, sole of the right foot touching, resting on the inner left thigh. Finding your Vrikshasana 3 pose, options to keep your hands in front. Or on the next inhale, sweep your arms overhead. And exhale, bring the palms, your hands just above the crown of the head. Find your drishti. 5 slow deep breaths here. Focus. You can bring the count of the breath. Inhale for 4, exhale for 4 here. Balancing practices helps us to focus the mind. It is asking us a lot of concentration, a lot of focus to maintain the balance. Always with kindness and compassion. Bring some compassion for yourself into your practices. It's okay if you fall. You can always come back. And on your next inhale, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands on your hips. Knees in the front to the chest as you inhale. And as you exhale, lower the right foot on the floor. Tadasana. Let's take a moment to notice, to sense any difference between your legs, one more alive, more energized than the other, perhaps, or not. And that's fine. Knees soft, prepare to move. We'll go for vinyasa. As your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, hands on the mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, harder Uttanasana. Hands on the mat, exhale, step back. Find your Kumbhaka high plank. Take one slow deep inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the knees down and lower all the way down. Forehead on the floor, hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the elbows into the ribs. Press the top of the feet into the mat. Inhale, lift up, cobra. And exhale, lower down, tuck the toes under. And send your hips to down dog. 3 breaths here. Tuck the chin to the chest. Looking toward the toes. Ease in line with your biceps. And on your next inhale, step forward or jump if that's available for you. Find your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Rise up. And exhale, Tadasana. Let's take a few deep inhale here to slow down the heart rate. Mindful breathing. Inhale, lots of love in. Exhale, lots of love out. Love yourself. And open up the eyes if they are closed. Hands on your hips and step your left foot backward this time. Check your alignment. Feet are hip width distance apart. Press the back heel down. The left toes are slightly pointing to the side. Square the hips to the front. Inhale, open the chest. And as you exhale, bend the front knee over ankle. Bring your hands to the heart center. Options to stay here or to flow with me, extending the inhalation. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Lower the arms, extend the leg. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 4. Last time we hold, inhale for 6. And hold. Options to bring the palms together and to look toward the thumb if that's available for you. If you don't have any contraindication with your neck, engage your core and breathe. Even inhale, even exhale here. Last one. And on your next exhale, bring your hands to the heart center. shift your weight on your front foot and slowly shift your left knee to the chest. If that's enough for you, if that's already challenging, stay here or take hold of your left ankle. Place your left sole of the feet against your right thigh. Hands in front, Anjali Mudra. And options to inhale to bring your arms overhead. And exhale, hands just above the crown of the head, elbows wide. 5 slow deep breaths here. Focus, even inhale, even exhale. Find your drishti. Keep micro-bending the standing knee, standing leg. And on your next inhale, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, hands on hips. Inhale, knees to chest. And exhale, lower the knee, lower the left foot on the floor. And notice any difference between your legs, the sensation in the right leg. And we'll flow for our last vinyasa of today before we go on the floor. Knees soft, inhale, sweep your arms overhead, and exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands on the mat, step back, Kumbhaka, high plank. And lower the knees down, lower all the way down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press the top of the feet into the floor. Inhale. Lift up. Cobra. Exhale. Lower down. Pressing up to Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. 3 breaths. And as your next exhale, lower the knees on the floor and tuck the toes. And turn around to laying on your back. Extend your legs in front. Finding this Shavasana alignment. So here, bend the knees. Place the sole of the feet flat on the floor. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Slightly wider than, slightly further from your buttocks. We'll move between bridge pose. We'll flow the arms overhead. So prepare to move. On your next inhale, tuck the tailbones under. Lift your hips up and arms overhead. And exhale, lower the arms and the hips down. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. This time, lift up only the hips. Inhale, lift the hips up. And exhale, interlace your fingertips underneath your sacrum. Slightly tuck the chin to the chest and breathe.
bridge pose, Situbandha Savangasana. Pressing all corners of the feet firmly into the floor, engaging the glutes. We'll stay here for next 5 more breaths. In silence. And on your next exhale, release your hands, lower the hips down, 1 vertebra at a time. And pause. Notice the effect of the practice on the mind. And bring your feet as wide as the yoga mat and shift your knee toward each other. Constructive rest position to allow the spine to come back to its neutral position. Let's take 2 natural breaths here. 2 mindful breaths. Feeling the belly expanding. And on your next inhale, hug the knees to the chest. Exhale here. Take a slow deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, shift your knees to the right side of your mat. Extend your left hand to the left side. Keep looking toward the ceiling if you have any contraindication with your neck. Or turn your head to look toward the left thumb. Supta Matsyendrasana, supine twist. Inhale for 4. And exhale for 6. If that's comfortable for you. Here we are changing the focus by extending the exhalation. We are actively tapping into the parasympathetic nervous system that is starting to cool down, to relax. Two more breaths here. And on your next inhale, bring everything back to center, knees, head, and pause. Notice. Feel, sense anything. And if there is nothing, it's totally fine. Means that the practice is effective. Take a slow deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the left side of your mat. Extend your right leg to the right side. Look toward the thumb if that's okay for your neck. Close down the eyes if that's available. Inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. 6 breaths here, approximately, depending on everyone. Twist in yoga, consider it as very sattvic, bringing balance into the body, into the energetic level. It helps us to digest food, nutrients, but also emotional and emotions and thoughts. Very powerful twist in yoga. Two more breaths in. And on your next inhale, bring your knees to center, head to center. Hug the knees, squeeze the knees to the chest. For a couple breaths here. Releasing any tension in the lower back, the lumbar spine. And inhale deeply. And as you exhale, extend your legs in front. Place your feet about slightly wider than your hips. Allow the feet to fall to the side. Hands alongside you. Shavasana, the corpse pose, our well-deserved resting position. We'll be here for the next 8 minutes. Make any adjustment that you need to feel 5 to 10% extra comfortable here. If you have bolster at home, you can place it underneath the knees. You can place a cushion underneath your head or a blanket over you if it's a bit cold where you are. Put in socks, depending where you practice. And once you are comfortable, allow yourself to drop into deep rest. And start to come back to your body, to your space. Start to deepen the breath. Making this transition as mindfully as possible. For those who want to stay here in Shavasana for an extra 10 minutes, it's okay if you need it. Otherwise, if you are ready to join me for pranayama and a small meditation, start to bring movement in your fingertips, your toes. Perhaps taking a big stretch overhead, hands overhead. And roll over to your right side of your mat. Pause for 2 natural breaths. And once you're ready, find your sitting position. Try to keep the eyes closed if possible. And rest your palms facing down for a more introvert practice. We'll practice Nadi Shodhana, alternative nostril breathing, combined with Chandra Veda Pranayama, which is the same as Nadi Shodhana, except that we are inhaling in the left nostril, exhaling on the right, and repeat. So we'll start with Chandra Veda Pranayama, and then we will equalize the energy with a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana. So bring your right hand in front of your face, index fingers and middle fingers between the eyebrow, thumb and ring fingers slightly touching the nostrils. Exhale to empty the lungs. Close the right nostril, inhale through the left. Close the left, open the right, exhale right. Close the right, open the left, inhale left. Open the right, close the left, exhale right. Close the right, open the left, inhale left. Exhale right. In right. Exhale left. In left. Exhale right. Keep going at your own pace. Alternating between each nostrils. And know that if anything doesn't feel good, if the breath is not comfortable, you can always release the practice at any time if you need. Come back to
Simple breath awareness. And once you exhale the breath on the left nostril, on your next exhalation, release the practice, release your hands on your lap. Check your posture, lengthen the spine, slightly draw the navel toward the spine to activate the core slightly. Open up the chest, relax the shoulders, tuck the chin to the chest slightly. Relax the features of the face and bring your attention between the eyebrows. And try to stick your awareness there. Ajna chakra. We'll stay here for the next 3 minutes, focusing on the breath. And keep your attention there. Be open and listen. If your mind wanders around, bring it back. So here we are touching in the last limbs of Ashtanga Yoga. Pratyahara, drawing our attention inward. Dharana, concentration, which leads to dhyana, meditation. And once the mind is calm, inert, we are able to see, to experience our true self, which is the ultimate goal in yoga, samadhi, a state of bliss. And for those who want to stay here longer, do it. If that's what you are craving for. Otherwise, Bring your hands to the heart center to close down our practice together with love and kindness, bringing some ahimsa. To end the practice. Slowly bow your head to your hands in a sense of gratitude for showing up today, for yourself, showing up. And slowly open up the eyes. Thank you, everyone. I am sending you lots of love, and I hope to see you in the next videos. Hopefully, you could sense the effect of the practice. Namaste.